All right, we're gonna take 10 minutes to do some shoulder and wrist mobility for pressing and pulling. So if you feel any stiffness in the shoulders or any pain in the wrists, hopefully this is gonna help out. We're gonna start with wrist circles. So we're gonna interlock our fingers like so, and then we're just gonna turn in a circle. We're gonna do 10 in each direction. So first we're gonna start, oh shoot, what is this? Counterclockwise? I don't know. We're either gonna go clockwise or counterclockwise to start. As always, take your time. I have not great wrists. They lock up sometimes when I'm doing jujitsu, so I might look like a funky dinosaur while I'm doing these. If you do too, welcome to the club. We'll make some t-shirts. We're gonna go side to side now, 10 total repetitions, just back and forth. Then we're gonna go forward and backward. Don't strain yourself, just go as far as you can. Get a slightly nice stretch, but we'll get some blood flow into those wrists. Great, you can shake it out if you're feeling a little crunchy, as I always do. Then we're gonna turn into a wrist stretch. So we're gonna have our hands facing forward, and we're gonna put them palm down on the mat. I wanna try to get my heel of my hand onto the mat. You can see how I'm kind of hyper flexible in this left arm right here. If you are too, try to keep a slight bend in the elbow. Push the heels of your hands down and lean slightly back. You might also feel a really good stretch in these fingers as well. And we're gonna hold for 10 seconds. If you can't get your heel down to the mat, that's fine. Just get a nice stretch. If this is really intense, or if you're like, holy crap, I have extremely tight forearms, my jujitsu athletes, I would get a lacrosse ball and massage those forearms as well to kind of help release some tension. That will go a long way. Let's ease out of that stretch, shake it out if you need to. Wrists are not something that we stretch or move often, so you might be kind of feeling it. We're gonna move into something I call a proud chest stretch. I don't know what this is officially called, but you just are gonna hold a proud chest. We're gonna sit the hands back, and I kind of wanna walk them back so I can really arch my back and open up my chest. I'm pulling my shoulder blades back and together, pushing my chest out, again, like I'm proud, and I'm gonna lean my head back. This is really great to open up the chest, get a really great stretch here, especially if you don't have a doorway or some equipment to work with to open up the chest. This is amazing. Take nice deep breaths. When we take deep breaths, we want to try to expand the rib cage in a 360 instead of just in your chest. So I love this position because it challenges that, so we can work on our breathing at the same time. We're only gonna hold for about 10 seconds at a time. I like to fully cave in and then expand with this stretch. So sit, relax, and enjoy this one. I feel like it's so apparent how much my wrists are crunchy in this flow, but we're gonna move on to our shoulder cars. I love this one. I have a lot of clients who love this one. We're gonna take a knee against a wall, and I'm gonna have my palm out. I used to tell clients to lean into the wall. Instead, what I want you to do is hover above the wall and kind of glide. If you get stuck, look at this finger walk that I'm gonna do. This is something we also do in jujitsu when we're kind of moving through positions or submissions. I'm gonna do a little finger walk to help myself. If I get stuck, I don't wanna try to force myself or jump through the movement. I want the joint to open up. That's the whole point and reason that we're doing this, is to get a nice stretch. And now look how my shoulder can glide through this movement so much better. You can kind of brace against the wall with this other hand if you need to, but really try to just hover a couple of millimeters above the wall as you're doing this. I also want to make sure that I'm staying nice and upright as I'm doing this. You're going to notice that my palm faces down when I'm towards the back, and then as I come back to the front, my palm is going to face the front again. We're gonna do 10 on each side. We're gonna do 5 one way and then 5 the other way. Ideally here, you should feel like this shoulder can rotate a lot more smoothly as you go through these reps. And one side, as always, is probably going to feel tighter than the other one. So take your time. All right, we're gonna switch to the other side. I'm gonna fix myself in a second, but you wanna make sure that the outside leg is the one that is up in this kneeling position when you're doing these, because it's gonna make sense with your stability. So again, you can have your hand against the wall to give you a little bit of help. If you get stuck, I always get stuck in this back position because my chest is really tight. My shoulders round forward, so I really feel it there, and I do this little finger walk. Again, we're gonna glide over the top of the wall, couple of millimeters above if you can. If you can't, that's okay. It's just something we can work on. And you're gonna slowly go through this, hopefully feeling a little bit more smoother, and you can glide a lot better as you go. 5 one way, 5 the other way. Hopefully the shoulders feel significantly better after just doing your shoulder cars. We're gonna finish off with some scapular push-ups. I like to do these on my knees because it just helps me keep focus on the shoulder blades instead of just trying to do a push-up. So we're gonna get into this push-up position. My knees are slightly behind my hips as I do this. I'm gonna sink down and then push away with a rounded back. So when I come down, I am keeping my arms straight. I'm letting my chest fall to the ground as my shoulder blades come back and together. Then when I push away, I'm pushing into the ground, letting this upper back round so that my shoulder blades pull apart. So we're contracting and we're expanding. You're gonna do 10 reps. Excellent. We got our mobility done. Hopefully we're feeling a lot better than when we started. Great job today. Proud of you for getting your mobility done. And I will see you guys in the next video.